Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock by request, where it's a review of the movie Return of the Living Dead Necropolis, and this one was sent in by fellow YouTuber HorrorNinja847. And this is the fourth in the series. The only thing this movie has connected to anything to do with the series at all is the trioxin that turns people into zombies, brings the dead back to life, that whole thing. Yeah. So our movie starts off with a man named Charles Garrison, who is bringing some trioxin into this place. It's been a little while since I've seen it, at least maybe a day or so. And there's this Russian guy who's trying to come in and buy it. Unfortunately, the Russian guy kind of gets a little mixed up with the trioxin. He becomes a zombie. Charles shoots him. That's the end right there. Most of the story continues on with this kid named... with these two kids. One of them named Zeke. He becomes a zombie. Isn't that sad? Julian and Jake are a couple of kids who are supposed to be somewhat part of the main heroic cast of this whole movie. An accident happens with Zeke. They take him to a hospital. The doctors announce Zeke dead on arrival, which was kind of sad. So then they try to go get Zeke maybe some better help and everything like that, because God knows you can hardly trust doctors nowadays. But things go really, really bad because they find out that Zeke is going to be used as some sort of a guinea pig for zombie research. And when the kids get into the building trying to get Zeke, an alarm goes off, but the alarm itself turns out it was the wrong button to push and releases a bunch of zombies. So it's a fight for the living to not wind up dead. So there's pretty much a lot of idiocy in this movie. The one thing that pretty much causes all of the mayhem is a rat that's being eaten by a couple of homeless dudes, and the trioxin makes his way down to the rat, and that's pretty much where it all starts from there too. Yeah. Julian finds out about his dead parents, where they've been all this time. It turns out that his parents are supposed to be used as uber soldiers. They're part of a sort of an uber soldier experiment. Yes, mommy and daddy are now becoming uber mom and uber dad. But that doesn't last long either, because when uber mom and uber dad show up, they get blown up by grenades and are pretty much destroyed by a SWAT team. So yeah, Zeke gets bitten by a zombie and tries to attack his friends. Oh lordy. Pyro, he's another one of the characters of this movie. He winds up sacrificing himself to save Becky, who's apparently one of the female heroes of this movie, when Zeke eats his brain. The movie winds up with all the zombies being defeated when a SWAT team comes in. Uber Soldier Mom gets blown up with Zeke by a hand grenade. The SWAT team comes in and pretty much cleans up the mess, destroys Uber Soldier Dad. Yeah. And the movie winds up with a news reporter talking to somebody who is someone involved with the trioxin mess, and out of nowhere, a zombie comes in and bites into his head, and the movie fades to black. You know, I really thought Ray from the Grave was bad, but then I watched this and I went, nope, I take it back, this was worse. Return of the Living Dead Necropolis, when the dead walk, the living run. I don't know where to, but obviously away from this piece of crap movie. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror, or fantasy horror movie you thought deserved to have its own brains blown out, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. For Doc Schlock, by request, special thanks to HorrorNinja847, and do go check out his video channel when you get the chance for his request. Until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on. I'm pretty sure I said Necropolis, right? Or maybe it could be Necro or... I thought for sure there was going to be zombie sex.